if I tell everyone, they might say, hey, why you're so stupid? Why you don't know about this? My name is Mr. H. I'm mid-30s and I'm doing office job. I will say no because I saw some of this scam before in places like Telegram, and I saw this in news as well. I believe that those job scams are quite easy to identify, so I feel that I'm not someone who would fall for this scam. So when I realized that I become a victim, I feel that like, why is that so stupid? Like, why am I look at people fall for this scam? I should not fall for it. Then I fall for it myself. I was looking for a job growth opportunity, and this recruitment agency actually reached out to me. She introduced me this job to this quite a well-known company in my industry, and had me plan for 3 different interviews with 4 different persons. After the 3 interviews, they offered me the job and asked me to pay an upfront of $100. I made the first payment. After that, they asked me to pay a few hundreds more. That was when I realized something is a bit wrong. I did a bit of research and I stopped paying after that. I feel that it's credible because they actually took a lot of effort to set up everything. First of all, a recruitment agency actually called me first, and she seems quite professional. After that, when the 4 different people interviewed me, they actually represent someone in the company. They go and do research on existing people working in the company. I think they go and read out their LinkedIn profile. They know about the company, and it's because it's a well-known company as well. They find out more. They seem to know a bit more about the company. So that made me feel that they are actually quite credible and they are quite professional. So for this, because it was actually a huge opportunity, so I actually spent a lot of time to research about the company and prepare for the interview. So I was quite happy at first when I first get the job. But when I know that it's not, it's a scam, that was when I feel quite sad. I feel that very frustrated, and all the time I spent on the researching, all this have come to waste. So I actually stopped searching for a job for 1 month. So when then after that I was very careful. Wherever I interview, I actually do much more research about the company and the person I'm going to interview. And even during the interview, I ask questions to try to clarify the person's identity. I think it was a shame. It was a shame. So most people won't expect them to be victim of this job. If I tell everyone, they might say, hey, why you're so stupid? Why you don't know about this? So I don't want to make myself feel the shame. At the same time, I don't want to recall the experience. Well, I feel that it's very, because you are not in the situation, it's very easy to see it's a scam. Like if I think about it now, what happened to me, I see the red flag, I see everything. But if you're in the situation, no one tells you it's a scam. It's very hard to identify, and your emotion at that point of time is really just focused on impressing. So it's easy to say all this when you already know it's a scam. So I don't think it's about being gullible, but it's that you are not you are trying too hard to impress, and you are not really thinking about all the red flag, all these things. So I think one thing I like to tell the public is that I hope that you want to impress the interviewer as much as possible. Step back and look at the whole situation, look at any red flag before you make a decision. Especially when they ask you to actually pay money out front. I think I want to talk about it now because I want to raise awareness. I want to raise awareness for this type of scam, because I feel that there might be people in similar cases as me, but they may not want to come out and talk about it because of because they don't want to relive the experience, and they do not actually want to feel the shame of talking about it. So I feel that it's good to let more people know, and job scams are becoming more and more sophisticated now. So I think it's good to raise awareness. Look for a few friends, look for people who you are close with, people who are not judgmental and are willing to listen to you. And I think for friends out there, if someone comes to you to talk about this, give a listening ear, give support, don't be critical about them. Last of all, I hope the government can also provide some channels for scam beating to come out and talk about it.